What's good, Black Star Podcast? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Jared. Ladies, let's have a conversation here. Because a lot of y'all are trying to figure out why companies are starting to avoid or to hire less or take women out of more prominent roles when it comes to business operations. Now, I'm going to say this. I do not think men are better than women when it comes to certain positions in companies. I don't believe that. But women provide a higher risk of shit going wrong, whether it be from certain actions happening or power play or something that's going on in that woman's head. But there's a lot of issues, especially when it came down to the whole Me Too movement, and a lot of guys, a lot of let's be honest here, a lot of white guys got fired from positions because of an allegation from their female counterpart. But let's be honest here. A lot of companies are trying to avoid that situation. Now you have a lot of women angry because a lot of companies are starting to exercise a level of vetting when it comes to politics. Look at this.
I was in an interview. I was going for a role that was the next step up. And I was really nervous going into it. That imposter syndrome type feeling where I didn't know if I was ready to take that position. But I was going to go in there, put myself out there and just give it a crack and do my best. And I was being interviewed by a female. And I didn't get one marketing question the entire interview. I was questioned whether I would be confident enough to stand up to a male counterpart from another company that they worked with, and whether I was able to stand up to that person and be confident enough to hold my own. I got the job, and at the time I felt like, oh, that was a bit of a weird interview, but hey, I got the job. I'm stoked, but then only once I educated myself and read this book, I realized how demoralizing that actually was, and how as a woman, the questions that I was getting asked, would they have really been asked if it was a male or an older male?
Dude, she got the job not because of her skill, but because of diversity. And now she is complaining.
Equal pay for women. Equal pay for women.
Gender pay gap?
That's right.
What if I told you that on average, the male full-time employee works more hours than a female full-time employee?
We don't need your man statistics, okay?
There's jobs that only men can do and we're not allowed to. Like garbage man. It's literally in the name, garbage man.
What if I told you I can get you and your lady friends a job in garbage disposal?
Yeah, we'll do it.
We're not getting paid enough for this.
But you're getting paid the same as men.
But we should make more. We're women dragging garbage.
No, that's discrimination against men.
That's not cool. Yeah.
Babe, what?
I just broke my nail. Come down.
Equal pay, equal suffering.
There's a different vocabulary for men and women in the music industry, right?
Give me an example.
Okay, a man does something, it's strategic. A woman does the same thing, it's calculated. A man is allowed to react, a woman can only overreact.
She got money, she is famous, she said anything, media captures it and shows it in a royal and struggling manner.
Would you rather have a female or a male boss?
I know it sounds really bad, but I've seen in so many jobs that I've had where there's been a female boss, you do kind of feel like there's a bit more of a competitive nature about them.
Female.
I'd say female as well.
I think they're just a bit more understanding. Sometimes, like when you need time off for reasons, I think sometimes they get it a bit more, especially if it's...
Not necessarily. It depends on what you need time off for. Granted, they shouldn't be asking you why you need your time off, but for the most part, for me, and I'm pretty sure this is for a lot of guys, when it came to having a female boss, it seemed like everything was... You weren't on guard a lot of the time. You couldn't say certain things because if you say certain things, it's going to get taken the wrong way or some shit like that. So it's just like, no. But with a male boss, it's just like, you know what, shit, we're going to chop it up and have fun if you have that type of boss. Now, other people, I don't know. Let's continue.
A bit more personal. They kind of understand that you've got like more of an emotional side.
The second woman is exactly why the economy is in the bin. Time off for emotional reasons. Get a grip, love.
If companies can pay women less, why don't they hire all women?
Well, that's a whole nother story.
Really?
I understand your argument, and I understand that you're angry.
I'm not angry.
When you challenge their logic, they always think you're angry. Funny.
I can hear it in your voice.
I'm not
to your
angry.
voice.
I'm hearing my voice and I sound pretty calm.
You have now shifted the quality of your voice, and I thank you for that.
Okay.
And you've just given me a condescending look, and that's another reason why we need feminism. And now I'm done. And thank you so much.
I just saw this video of a very
He challenged her damn programming, and then she talking about this is why we need feminism. No, we don't, because the bullshit that just came out of your mouth didn't even make sense.
very brave man who was asking the question, at what age do women realize that some rich 10 out of 10 man isn't going to marry them? That man, definitely brave. He's definitely brave. There were a lot of women in the comments. But then we hear the man's perspective, and it is just this. Like, they are trying to get out there, they're dating, they're on dating apps, and they're finding time and time again that women are materialistic and they are having these unrealistic expectations. So you tell me, where is that coming from if it's completely made up? The numbers show that less men and women, especially at a young age, like through their 20s, are not getting coupled together as much. I tend to believe that the truth lies somewhere in the middle, and there's areas that both women and men can improve on. And I know that I'm giving the male perspective, but that's because there are plenty of women's perspective out there on social media. I'm just giving you the other side. I understand that there's a balance, and I think most people, even my followers, understand that there's a balance.
The Me Too movement is a very hypocritical movement, and a lot of these women just lie through their teeth, often projecting as well.
I am so tired of no one in these conversations speaking up for the harsh and very real reality that men are facing in the dating world right now. Because we talk about what women face. We're perfectly comfortable saying there's deadbeat guys who need to, get off their bum. You need to, make your money. You need to be able to provide for your family. You need to be in shape. You need to be fit, because if you're fat, you can't, and you're running across the street with a jiggle belly, you can't protect your woman. We are comfortable saying all of these things, but we are not comfortable checking women and saying, are you in your feminine? Are you virtuous? Maybe that body count of 86 is catching up with you, honey. I'm not into it. We are not comfortable challenging them.
There are stories about female employees bothering male employees and making advances, and when these men reject them because they don't like drama at work, those women project and falsely accuse them of harassment as revenge.
I would love to be a stay-at-home mom. I would love to be a homemaker and a wife. I would love to be able to live on a homestead and go milk my cow and take the eggs out of the chicken coop and have one baby in the belly and on my hip and another toddler coming behind me. That's like my dream, but I can't do that because the way the economy is set up is I'm forced to work. I'm forced to get an education, a higher education, a college degree in order to make enough money that I can be financially independent and afford my own home or my own rent or my own gas or my own groceries, my own insurance. And it's extremely difficult to do that.
She is right. Women who are single, who are in their 20s and 30s and who are doing the grind are miserable. We're miserable because we are not designed for that. And we get so stressed out and we're not doing what's really intrinsic in us. Like, we're not just leaning on a guy and having like a simple, beautiful day.
How do you think guys feel trying to support a whole family? These women are stressed out just trying to take care of themselves.
If companies can pay women less, why don't they hire all women? Someone has to be in charge, yes. Despite what you might be led to believe, women are not paid less for the same work as men. The statistics these claims are based on are fantastically pedestrian oversimplifications of the wider situation.
Many companies know about this female trait and are actively avoiding hiring women. More trouble than anything worth. Besides, productivity is also affected if more women are hired.
Pretend that you were in charge of a prison and you could hire all female prison guards for the most violent criminals on planet Earth or all male prison guards with the exact same qualifications. Which ones would you hire?
The strongest, period.
Okay, which ones are going to be the strongest, do you think?
If I have no evidence for who is going to be stronger.
Maybe I can add to that.
Like,
what do you mean you have no evidence?
She know damn well, she know what the fuck. I know what she doing. She trying to say that there's no way that there's no reason why she know what the fuck it is. She knows damn well the reason why she would rather choose why she would choose a man. She's bullshitting.
Life experience. Men are stronger than women are, almost always.
Based off gender, I could not pick who is going to serve my people the best.
Let me ask you a question. The 100 strongest people in the entire world right now, are they men or women?
I don't know.
They're men.
Well, there's 3 men cornering her. Like, she can't, like, answer the
These are big, strong women. What do you mean?
Because you guys have, like, 10...
When there was a draft, why is it only men?
That's a good question. I wasn't
Well, now
there.
it's going to have to be women soon, so...
Yeah, unfortunately, because feminists are fighting for equality, so now we're going to get it.
It's been stated in the Bible that men are protectors, so yeah.
Right, because they do a better job protecting.
I have always felt more protected by my mom than I have by my dad.
This is why I just quit my job as a doctor and moved to Mexico City. I know that if you've been following me for a while, this may come as a shock because it would seem that I really liked my job, and I did. This has nothing to do with not liking my job.
Men, it's just interesting because we can like our job, make a lot of money, and still quit. Men would never. They would never.
She wanted the title, the money, and the bragging rights of being a doctor, but not the 14-hour shifts. I'm sure everything will turn out well for her in Mexico City, though.
A group of girls said a male classmate sexually assaulted them. He was escorted from school in shackles, charged with crimes, spent an entire summer indoors with an ankle monitor. Finally, the girls admitted they made it up because they didn't fucking like him. That is absolutely insane that girls sat there, made up a story about a man and ruined his life. He could have committed suicide, stuck in his house, worried about being accused of something he didn't do. And they all have Instagram. And they deleted my Instagram saying I'm dangerous. Absolutely criminal.
Women are not always the victim, and this thinking needs to change.
See, and that's why I say some of the stuff I say. I don't trust a lot of stuff that a lot of women say. Not because I don't want to, but because in reality, a lot of them lie. A lot of women do lie. And the bad part, they lie to the point where it fucks a man's life up and his reputation is ruined for good. None of them care. Only thing they care about is themselves. Ladies, y'all need to be honest with yourselves, and y'all need to be honest about a lot of stuff that's going on nowadays. Y'all know that a lot of women nowadays lie about everything. It's not just them lying about the little shit. They lie about the most insane shit out there. But anyways, like, share, subscribe, channel, podcast, Spotify.com. I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Thank you guys for listening. Bye, guys.